And
we
are back.
Apparently.
I think so.
Live and inappropriate.
Live and inappropriate.
We just keep adding on a cast of thousands like a Cecil B. DeMille production here. We just had Bill Napick come in, who's the infamous Bill Napick that has two shows later on this afternoon. Talk a little bit about that show.
Well, let me tell you, one of the things I believe, Rob and everyone else, I think I have the pulse on what people want. And this morning I was thinking, you know what they want? I think they want more Rat Pack on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right? Isn't that right?
Can you ever get enough Rat Pack?
You can't. So I want to tell everyone in just after this show, a half hour after the show, you can hear more Real Estate Rat Pack. You'll hear the three guys, Chris, Rob, and Tim. They're going to be right here talking without guests. We're going to get behind the scenes with.
We
the
are
Real
the
Estate
guests.
You are the guests. That's what's so exciting. So it's an opportunity for everybody to hear you guys in a great format, and you really bring forth great entertainment and great information. So that's going to be on Successful Living at 10:30 on this same station.
And that's a new time slot for you, too, as well.
It is, and it's been really good, very exciting, great guests all the time. So I invite everybody, Real Estate Rat Pack at 10:30 today.
And what do you got at 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we like to cover the airwaves here. You're hearing real estate talk now, but at 1 o'clock you're going to hear more real estate talk. In fact, today we have the visionary, the real estate visionary, Stefan Swanepoel talking.
A great guy, super energetic, love his stuff.
Energetic, Rob. After his interview, the next guest said, "Oh my God, what kind of coffee is he drinking?" More information per pound. Stefan lays it out from a great viewpoint, and he is an ultra analyst. And then the second guest we have at 1 o'clock, Real Estate Matters with Stuart Title. The second guest I know will identify with everybody. She is the editor of Pet Talk magazine, Michelle Manter. So I don't know how many of you in the room have pets, but a lot of us have dogs and cats, and Michelle does a great job.
I saw a cockroach run around my room the other day.
I don't know if that qualifies.
I am a pet, actually.
Exactly. There he is, Tim, with that beautiful head of hair. Man, you had that the other day. This guy kills it every time. But anyway,
legit,
no, Michelle,
baby.
and I invite you to pick up her magazine, Pet Talk. If you have dogs, cats, it is a great, informative publication. But Stefan just lays it out.
I think we ought to have to expand, get some more shows on Saturday. Let's just dominate Saturday.
Then we could do a joint venture, and I'm all for that. But there's no doubt about it. This is the station to stay tuned, where you want to get information, entertainment, and sometimes you can even be inspired. Certainly, people are inspired right now as they listen to the Real Estate Rat Pack with the fine presentation you guys bring each and every week.
I think you're inspired to turn it off.
No, they've never done that.
Of course not. Of course not. So, well, Bill, thanks for dropping by. Stay with us. Come have breakfast with us. We take everybody for breakfast after the show.
There you go. Well, thank you for that. But really, listen to Successful Living. You'll hear the Real Estate Rat Pack today at 10:30. And I am Bill Napick, and I'm glad to have hosted the pack. I can't wait to hear it a second time myself.
I love this guy.
Thank you all. Tim, with that great head of hair. Look at that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Bill. So we always love having Bill come by, but we also have somebody that we've recently got to know better, which is Renae Gibson with Keller Williams.
Yay.
Which Keller Williams are you with now?
I'm with Keller Williams Signature out of Katy, but I'm proud to say I don't just stick to Katy. I sell everywhere, so they're a great office.
And how this occurred was because this is the power of social media. And the one thing the Rat Pack, for 3 years have supported the DePelchin children out in Richmond, Rosenberg. And I just posted out there that we're looking for people to participate and, make a good Christmas for these children that are in really protective custody. And Renae stepped right up, got out there, and talk about how that impacted you.
I saw a Facebook post from Rob Cook, and he was just talking about DePelchins, and, children always touch a place in your heart. And so I said to my Facebook friends, hey, who wants to help? And within a day, I had raised about $1,100. Tommy Lesage, who works in the medical center, he really stepped up and gave a huge contribution. And then I got invited to go to the actual center and meet the kids, and man, that was very emotional. They're well taken care of there, and they're sweet, and they're very thankful for anything, someone does for them.
Yeah, it's good. I don't think your eyes were dry the entire time.
No, I cried the whole time. I was very touched.
I think they're about to
I know.
getting a little wet right now too.
And that's okay, because that's what made her
She
sad.
said,
But
yeah.
we'd actually bought televisions for them 2 years ago, and they've evidently come into disrepair. And so when we were there, we had given them. It was Gian Holmes had given a new Wii and a new Xbox 360, and I looked up in the wall, and there's like these little beady TVs, and this is probably their only source of entertainment because you can't even walk into that place. That place is locked, so they are under protective custody. So that's really a lot of their entertainment. Plus, they have a play area; they go outside and play. But these were like little bitty TVs, so I put it out there that we were looking for additional funds, and Renae steps right up and says, "I can do that." And I think you've already raised $800 and something to get the TVs, and I just got another commitment for $200 last night from our own Stacy Sutter.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I reached out again a second time to a pool of my friends, and I have just amazing, amazing friends, and they really stepped up.
I'll tell you, and you know, one of the things you and I both talk about this because it's a very emotional subject for both of us, by the way, because these are children who, you know, we take a lot of things for granted, you know, that we have every day of our lives. The things that we'll just go down the street and buy something for, they don't have the opportunity to do so. So to be able to get out there and do something that we were able to do, and to see all the participation that you did, you know, I look at it, and as much, sometimes, you know, you and I want to sit here and we want to tear up and cry.
Right.
I look at it with tears of joy, though, because we were able to do something that they didn't have if it wasn't for us going down there.
Yeah,
and
and one
doing
of
that.
you guys, you know,
Yes.
they said, focus on the joy, and it was true. I sat down with a little girl, and we just chatted, and
Yeah.
she had the best attitude. She had on her pink and purple and her little slippers, and she was very joyful. She wasn't focused on anything that may have gotten her to the center. She was focused on complete joy.
Absolutely. And the boys were focused in on making sure those cars ran into our
Yes.
feet.
And the frequency of the cars.
let's give them radio-controlled cars. What could go wrong, right?
And we have to, you know, a big shout out to the heroes and heroines who work there because,
Yes.
you know, they're there every day. And those children got along better than my kids do, I'll tell you that. You know,
They were
they're
very
all
well
happy,
behaved. They
polite,
were.
and cooperating with each other. We didn't see any sort of, I mean, not like you would expect to, but I'm just saying, I'm sure those people aren't paid, you know, a ton of money either. So there they are every day taking care of those kids. And we couldn't have been more impressed by the work that they do and the care that they demonstrate. And God
And they
bless
all
them.
knew about the naughty list and the nice list and where
Yeah.
Santa Claus makes
Well,
his-
you know,
Yes.
it's a joy for me to see you in your buddy elf outfit.
Yes, yeah. In
he
fact,
makes
Renee
them-
said that the other day. She's like, anybody who will dress up and go out as an elf to help the children, she goes, that's my type of guy. But
He even
you
went
know,
to breakfast in his elf outfit.
Yeah, that is true. You know what's funny is we went to breakfast, and then everyone asked me afterwards. They were like, "So when's Santa Claus coming?" Like, they were coming up and saying, "So we know the elf is here now. Is Santa behind you?" It was
So,
pretty
Santa
good
had to
that
go back
day.
to work.
Yeah, we're like, Santa has to go back to work right now. He's going to be very busy tomorrow.
But it's really that. And of course, you know, this is a real estate show. Why do we keep talking about all these, you know, charities and issues and stuff? Because it's all about community.
Right.
You know, and real estate is all a community.
It's
And-
very important. You know, I don't look at myself as a real estate agent necessarily. I look at myself as a networker. You know, what do you need? How can I help you? What is it that I can do to bring something better to your life? And so when you meet that many people, you have an opportunity to help that many people. And it's very important to me.
Always come
that
from
I give back.
contribution. That's a
And
great
you know,
way
and
to approach
everybody
people.
in this room, it's amazing. I look at Michelle, I look at Teresa, I look at you, Renee, I look at all of our extended network. It is absolutely amazing how individuals in our respective community give back. How much everyone is care for children or organizations or community. It's extremely important to do so. I've always been a big believer. The more you put out to others, the greater you're going to what you're going to get back is going to be 10 times
Absolutely.
more than any financial or anything else you need to. And sometimes I sit down and tell people is do to somebody else and do for somebody else without expecting anything in return, and that's when you get your greatest return you'll
Yeah.
ever expect.
Being a good citizen
Yeah.
is good business.
Yes,
Period.
absolutely.
And so if you're looking at what you're going to get out of it, and of course there are people out there, and we've had somebody comment on Facebook, you know, why should you shouldn't be posting out what you're doing, and we post out there so other people be aware.
Right.
And that's why we post.
People want to help. They want to help.
Yeah. Give her the microphone.
No, because I'm sitting here looking at Chris, and what's so cool is like he's got all of his little bands on of the charities and stuff. That I mean, he's just like a walking, post board. He's always. I mean, but you guys are always doing stuff. Yeah, he's got his Sunshine Kids bracelet on, and his It's My Heart bracelet, and
so and we're going to continue because it's just again, it makes us. It's a wonderful feeling to give back like that.
It was the best Christmas present I received, for sure.
Yeah, it went, and again, I watched you the whole time you were there, and she was very engaged and wet-eyed. But you know what? You weren't like boo-hooing. You're just a little droopy-eyed there. And it was.
And she followed up on it too. A lot of people have an
absolutely.
emotional impact one time, and then they walk away and go back to their lives. But not really.
Yeah, I'd like to plan a Valentine's party for them. They're there and they're well taken care of. But what can we do to continue? To make something enriching for their lives while they're there.
Well, because of an article in the paper, though, they reached out to us.
Yes.
They want us to come to their central office, so maybe you should join us.
Yeah, I think Renae needs to join us as well on that because they did reach out. They reached out, and they want us to do more things with them this year.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for us to do that, bring you along with us as well, and anyone else who wants to join us in this endeavor. We are always looking for good individuals to allow us to continue to impact different areas. I mean, as Teresa was saying, I wear a lot of different organizations on my sleeve or my wrist, technically speaking, but I just believe in giving back, and Elijah Rising is another one that obviously we're going to try to do everything we possibly can to bring awareness to that. And every year it's a matter of continuing to increase that goal of giving back.
What we really want to do with the DePelchin and Elijah Rising is put them out of business so that there was no longer a need. But until that day, until we can put them out of business and thank them for their service with all of the, what they do having been, ameliorated, then we should do everything we can until we can put them out.
I think we're coming against
I think we are. Renae, how can we reach you if you don't mind?
So my number is 713-449-8787. And you can also find me on Renae the Realtor, and that's Renae. And I appreciate the opportunity to do what I can to help the Houston community.
And she is not going anywhere. She'll be right back. But we have to take a break to pay for this show.
There you go.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What you wanna do, baby? Where you wanna go? I'll take you to the moon, baby. I'll take you to the floor. I treat you like a real lady.